These 5 things from Valhalla which I'll be missed in Mirage. If you're thinking, Pradyum, what are you gonna miss from Valhalla? It's a trash game. Well, I like Valhalla and I have spent 1000 hours in this game. So definitely I will point out something. The very important is manual HUD. Well, I like the manual HUD setting. For a longest time we have been waiting for this setting, and now finally they have added in VC Valhalla, which is not including in Mirage. It does make me sad because it's an immersive thing to do in the game and manually actually. So I think this setting should be kept because I like the manual HUD, how Eivor pulls his hand from the top of the head and bring the hoods down, and that is the best setting and the best feeling I get from this playing the game. And it also feels cinematic because we have seen the assassins have always pulled their hood off when they are in cutscene, and when they are in the game the hood comes down. A very good thing to implement in the AC Valhalla, but sadly it is not coming back in AC Mirage. In AC Mirage he will be hood on always. And it also a cosmetic thing because we are seeing that Sands of Time Deluxe Edition, that costume don't have the hood. So I think the hood is just a cosmetic thing, but in VC Valhalla it wasn't the case. It was the, if you are in the hood the detection time will be slower. If I am being true, that actually makes zero thing because eventually we get detect very quickly sometimes. So I will say it's not a thing, but at least they have tried to do something, that adding the manual hood. I think this setting should be kept in AC Mirage, but sadly it won't be there. So I will be very miss this setting, and I like to do the manual hood every time I enter a restricted area. Eivor sometimes pull his hood down when he's automatically when he's entering a restricted area. So this is small things I like they have kept, but sadly in Mirage they have just ignored it and just want to keep as a fully assassin thing. Like, and people are saying what's the point, or why the hood always gets down. I will make that video on later. And first of all, in AC Black Flag we can also do this thing, but it happens automatically. In Black Flag, board the ship, he never put his hood on, but while entering the restricted area he puts his hood on, and when he gets out he pulls his hood off. Or at least they could have kept as a always hood off option as in setting, which we have already in Valhalla. So those who are fan of always keeping hood on, they should enable that. I don't know why they can do opposite in Mirage, because I just don't want to. It doesn't make sense because there is a cosmetic option, as I've said many times. Prince of Persia from Deluxe Edition, there is no hood. There's no hood. So I think this is again, the hood is just a cosmetic thing. It has no impact on the gameplay. So they're just making fools. This setting is only for the lazy people who just think that, oh, it's so painful for my finger to press a button just to put a hoods on. It's so difficult to do. They should have considered to keep always hood on. So this is stupid. So yeah. And the second thing I will be miss is harpoon ability. Oh my god, this is my favorite. Why I'm saying why I will miss the harpoon ability, because when the enemies are like far away, you can just throw a harpoon and you can bring enemy closer to assassinate. As you can see here, cover assassination will be very easy. Air assassination will be very easy. You can pull the enemy from a far distance and you can just assassinate. I think this skill is my favorite in Valhalla, which I'll be missed in AC Mirage. It is not present in AC Mirage, and they didn't even consider to add this setting. I'm not sure why people think that throwing a smoke bomb and throwing and shooting slip dart is just an assassin thing, where rope dart and harpoon ability are just not important, which we have already seen in AC Black Flag. They have ignored this setting for a long time. The rope dart is actually very slowy thing, but the harpoon is the fast one. At least they couldn't have uh, kept a rope setting. I mean, just throw a rope and drag your enemy, pull your enemy to assassinate. That setting would be a great. Just it should be a rope thing, like you know, not a rope, not a. I'm not saying they should implement the harpoon setting, because many would think that it will break the history accurate thing. So I think they should have at least keep a rope so that we can pull an enemy from their neck. This will also enable us to do many things in AC Mirage, but sadly nobody is even considered to say about these things, because many players didn't experience much like us, like 1000 hours player, 300 hours of players. They know this very well. Well, means this setting is the best setting in Valhalla. We can pull enemy and we can use that as an advantage to assassinate the range targets. We don't need to use a bow for an immersive purpose. I don't think why they are not including this setting. They should have at least taken a, you know, survey that what tools should be implemented in the game. But whatever. If you upgrade this harpoon ability, then there is an instant kill. Will he ever pulls enemies and cut his neck with the axe? Well, if you ask me that, oh, pradume, now we cannot pull enemies. Well, I am not saying to add the level 2 category. At least keep the level 1 category in AC Mirage. Let's not go to that part. Just I'm saying that they should at least keep a rope pull thing where you can just, bring an enemy closer and instantly kill from air assassinate or cover assassinate or maybe normal assassinate. And it's a good thing because sometimes I like to do this thing. It's a fun thing to pull enemies and to assassinate the long targets. No need to use bow. Same thing will happen in Mirage. I won't use throwing knives because throwing knives are just useless. Why would I use throwing knives? I'm an assassin. I'm a deadly one. I don't follow the old style, just only kill the target. No, I am not that kind of a player. I am a very aggressive player. I like to kill everyone in the outpost. I'm that kind of a person. I mean, that kind of a player. Sorry. sorry, that kind of a player. I'm not a fan of just to kill the target and run away. No, I don't do that. I eliminate every targets in the outpost and then I target the main target. That is the fun thing I do. But if you ask me that why we can't have the rope dart, I don't mind anything. Means just add a rope where Basim can pull quickly. Means Eivor pulls his enemy very quickly, which. But whatever, at least they should have kept something that from a rope, from something like normal rope, he can pull somebody through their neck and just do the same thing. It will happen the same thing. That's what I am trying to say. If this settings comes out, I will be very happy, very happy. But sadly, not happy to see that rope dart isn't coming back. Well, I don't care that many settings are not present, but this setting should be there. Means this is a good tool. They should have considered it. Now we just have a noise maker or trap, a smoke bomb. Means okay, it's fine. So I think this is what should be the fun, but this is where we will lack in the Mirage. If this video gets so many likes, at least they should have considered it. That they would do something in post update. Well, it might be possible because there is no news on New Game Plus or mission replayability. If players showed positive response toward this game, they might do something extra steps. It won't be the case, I know, but it's just a personal thing for me. But whatever. Another thing that I will be missed is sea shanties. I have enjoyed this setting very much while sailing a longboat with Eivor. My crew members will tell stories or sing a song. It's a great feeling. I have spent like hours on listening on those songs only and listening to the stories. It was so fun. They have tell about the great tales, sometimes a story about their crew members that they are, or the past experience of each and every of them. And even sometimes if you change the crew members in the game, they will have their own story, and which is the great thing. In Black Flag also we used to have this setting, but nobody tells the story. But the sea shanties on the Black Flag is the golden. It's the gold. It's a good thing I have experienced so far. So I think this setting will be missed very much. Because we won't must spend our time on sailing a boat, because there is some places where you can sail a boat, but it looks like there is nobody. And a driver from which we have steal the boat, they would start singing or tells a story randomly or talks about the myths and the legend. He would tell a story about that in Mirage. That would be setting a good, but they have not added this setting. So it's a no thing again. Well, feels like there will be same thing like AC1. Just go and kill somebody, come back, do the same thing for 5 times, and yeah, that will be the thing. In AC Valhalla, there is a Wrath of Druid DLC where you get this exclusive song through this DLC, but sadly, this song is only played in that map and not in the main map. Like England, this song won't be played, which is, I think, this is disgusting setting they have did. In AC4, we have seen this setting and it's coming back to AC Valhalla and we won't see in AC Mirage. Very sad, very sad. I am not happy with this. There are many players who have enjoyed the sea shanties of AC Valhalla and I am seeing that who wouldn't like this setting? The sea shanties are the best. I mean, the sailing through the sea and listening to the songs in Black Flag in Valhalla, it's the amazing things. I like the skaldic version of the songs, man. It's so amazing. It's amazing. The vocal artist was amazing. The another point is just a personal thing. I think many people wouldn't agree with me, but I do like the cloak thing because in the historic period or any series you will watch that many suspicious person do this thing. They hide their full body with this big cloak. They don't just hide within the hood. Actually, if you see very carefully, if you wanna be look like a ragged person, they will take the big cloth and cover their whole body with it to see like I am very poor, I belong to the streets, like that person, like that thing. So I think this will setting will be missed. Personally, many people won't agree because many people don't like capes. They do like capes, like in small version, like in Ezio Auditore. And the last, I will miss the warrior takedown skill, which we unlock in the AC Valhalla, which we can eliminate any enemies behind the back or the front. Means with any weapon. It gives us many openings to deal with enemies. I think just a normal using the hidden blade isn't fun sometimes. The AC Mirage we won't have this setting because it is fully stealth game like AC1, and though that game don't have warrior takedown, and this game won't be having that. They will just use the throw knives and assassinate the target. That's it. So I think they should have at least keep the warrior takedown where you can use the single sword or using the dagger kill. I think that won't be happen in this game, sadly. I mean, it is first fun that we have the another option to take down the enemies, not just use the hidden blade, and this setting will be missed very much to me. This allow us to show how a Viking is vicious. The same thing can be done with the Basim also, but at least they are not trying to do that. They just want to instant kill everything. Well, I think there will be finishers like in AC Origins we can do it, but there is a trick that you can activate it every time in AC Origins, but the problem is you have to break your stealth. Means you have to break your stealth, but in the Valhalla you don't have to need that. You just go towards the enemy and you can do the a warrior takedown any way is possible. Either you are facing to enemy or either you're behind the back. These 5 things I will miss from AC Valhalla, and let me know in the comments what you are going to miss in from Valhalla. And see ya. Bye. Meet you in the next one.